Are we downloading that zip file?
Yes, please do.
Okay, did it, yeah.
Yeah.
Open it up in code, VS Code.
Yes, open it up
Okay.
in VS Code if you so prefer. Okay, guys. So what you have to do when you download this, it's a pretty big zip. It will take a bit to download. Download it. Then, then day one lesson plan, of course, I walk you through. There's a now one of the things people do is when you create embeddings, there are many models that can create embeddings, and there is obviously a horse race between which researchers' embeddings are the best, right? So there is actually an MTab leaderboard, and I'll just quickly mention it. So you can go and see which embedding at this moment happens to be winning. Generally, you don't take the best, the number one embedding because they tend to be very big. You take something that is reasonably good, and as we make progress with the course, today is the first day, so baby steps, but I'll teach you how to get a gut feeling of what embeddings to trust and which one to run with. We won't go into that. But today, go download this and I will walk you through the setup process right after lunch. I need to go get your lunch. And there is this Sentence-BERT website. Go to that website, Sentence-BERT. What I just taught you is the Sentence-BERT. Remember uh, the transformer. And make yourself familiar with this. Just get familiar with this technology. It's very good. Then we will, in the second half of the class, we will start by reading a research paper, the actual Sentence-BERT research paper. You'll realize that I've already explained it to you. You'll find it very easy to read. Then there are two other papers. I will glancingly speak about those, but not necessarily too much. Right. So the way we'll proceed this afternoon is today we will just repeat this lab that you have, right? You will become familiar. There isn't too much to do, but there is a little bit of an exercise with prompt engineering. The second half will talk about prompt engineering. I'll get you started on prompt engineering. And then the third thing that you will do is you'll go to the course and do you see this project called searching for meaning? Right? I want you to, in the lunch break, please read this document, Searching for Meaning. This document sort of looks like this. Ah, does it look like the picture of your course page? That's what it is. LLM Projects Bootcamp. This is your first homework. And you will notice that as we give you the homeworks, you will get pretty detailed instructions. Right? Please read through this. Obviously, this document, the documents that I tend to write, I'm old school. So they are much more paper friendly, as in if you print it out on paper, it becomes far more readable, right? But your choice, you read it on computers, you read it on this. It's a description of your first project. And I will walk you through the project. The first thing in this project is, of course, to gradually form a team or decide to do it alone. Highly encourage you. The moment you form a team, inform us that you have formed a team. Any one of you who has not filled up the sign up sheet, please do come and fill it up. The sign up sheet, it's important for us to make sure you add it to the course portal and all is well. So, to summarize, after lunch, I'll walk you through the whole setup. But suffice is to say that those of you who are familiar with Conda and so on and so forth, if you're not familiar, I'll make you familiar. But if you are, what you would do is you would go to this directory when you bring up the project, unzip the project, and you visit it with the Jupyter notebook. You should see something like this. I would strongly encourage you to go through these libraries, 00, run each of these files. You know how you run Jupyter notebooks? Run them in sequence, right? And as you run them, then come to semantic search. Otherwise, it wouldn't work on your machine. Right? All right, guys. So thereafter, with those words, we'll take a lunch break for an hour or so. I'll go get lunch for you, and then we'll do some labs.
Asif, did we
Yes.
create a conda environment with 3.12.4 or 3.11? What?
CUDA. So yeah, I mean, if you want to use Python 3, for us, Python 3.12 is just as good. You can use 3.11 or 3.12, but don't use
Okay,
anything below that.
got it.
Lunchtime. So it is 1:50 now. Let's meet. Lunch is over at 3. The paper that we are going to read is the Sentence-BERT paper on the course portal. Let me show that. Where is the Sentence-BERT paper? S-BERT. It is this paper. No, one second. Let me, because she's going to post it to the course portal. It is this paper, Kate. Where are we? If you go into semantic search, you'll see this paper, Sentence-BERT. Sentence-BERT. Are you able to spot it? This one. Sentence-BERT. It's in the section semantic search. Okay, guys. So give me 5 minutes. I'll just moderate at least. So this is it, guys, and I'm just stopping the recording now. Meet you guys at 3 p.m.